Namaste and welcome everyone. Akasha here, Nanakasha from nanakasha.com. Jaguar medicine woman, shaman, ancient priestess, and healer, founder of the Sacred Magic Mystery School. So, as you probably know, if you've been a part of my community, that I love to do sacred experiences. I know from my own many mystery schools, becoming a homeopathic doctor, a master level hypnotherapist, many, just studying with shamans around the world, including the Lakota Sioux and the Maya. And I live here with the Maya in the next to the Maya, amongst the Maya. I live in a Mayan village on the beach next to the jungles of the Yucatan. And I'm forming the Mayan Living Wisdom Project, which is a foundation to preserve the native culture and wisdom of the elders here that are dying off. And we are becoming highly aware of this all around the planet, that the indigenous cultures were not only persecuted in every place on the planet, and the land and the sacred living wisdom, the living beings living inside of trees and rocks and water and insects and animals and wind and air and moon has been pretty much separated from our modern cultural way of life. And this is the time to come back into this sacred connection. This is the time for what we are saying around the planet, healing. Well, healing doesn't mean fixing. Healing means becoming whole. And to heal isn't something someone else does to you or to us. It is it is something. My cat has a lot to say right now. What is it, Boo Bear? You're going to have to sit down. Mommy's busy. Thank you. That's Shauna, my beautiful baby. She's Shauna means fairy in the Mayan. So she's my fairy mama cat. So one of the things that is very powerful to me is the connection to nature, is the connection to the land and to the ancestral wisdom and lineages that are on the planet everywhere we go. So whether it's in Peru, or here in the Yucatan, where we have over 4,500 known pyramids and sacred sites, and yet there's actually more. We have, or Guatemala, or other areas of Mesoamerica, all the way up through the United States. I was born in Illinois, and my first, I'm not sure which one came first, my memories of my lives in Greece as an oracle, but I knew everything about Greece when I was 9 and I went there. I knew the temples, I knew the names of the gods and goddesses. It was a natural thing for me from around the age 3. Then probably more early was that in Illinois, there were Native Americans, as we know, across the US. And I didn't get to go to any reservations. I didn't get to go to any powwows at that time. However, I was so connected to the lineage that we would go to these restaurants that had these giant carvings of big Indian braves, like this. And my mother would wake me up and I'd be like this in the morning. The thing I wanted to be most of all for Halloween, and my mother would make me costumes, was Pocahontas. Now, I'm saying Pocahontas now, that might be offensive, but at that time, I was born in 1960. So at that time, it was my only connection to Native Americans. And I wanted to be a Native American woman. My mother even made me, I love you, Mom. She made me a wig out of black yarn, and it came like this, and it was braids, long braids. I always wanted long hair and beautiful outfit, and I wore it all the time. So my roots go very deep, as probably yours in some form or another. I was extremely blessed later in life to live in New Mexico. And as I began my spiritual journey through a massive breakdown of my around 88, I think, of my fashion design business in Los Angeles, my entire world deconstructed. You might be having that happen now. I want to say congratulations, because when your life falls apart, you lose your job, you wake up one day and realize you're unsatisfied, you're unfulfilled, you're chasing things that don't matter to you anymore, you're living everyone else's dreams, you're exhausted, you're overrun, you're constantly in beta brain, which is like do, 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 do. You only have a couple of minutes for meditation. When you feel peaceful, you don't know how to access that state. You don't know what you truly want or what your purpose is. This is what's happening around the planet. It's called awakening. What's happening is also a breakdown of our system. It has to happen. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do to stop it. However, how you experience it is what I am here for. My purpose throughout my very tumultuous life of making lots of money and losing it all, being adopted and then being disowned. 8 years to have my daughter Jordan, and after she died, then I didn't want to live. And when I decided I want to live, I adopted my twins. And so just like you, I've had all kinds of life. And life is why we're here, to have these experiences, not to be stopped, not to feel so overwhelmed, so weak that we can't function, but to realize that every single thing is a story. Everything around us is someone's opinion. And we are the ones that are creating our reality. We are the ones that are projecting our reality. And we're living out our karma, which is not bad. It's actually a power path. We're living out the effect of the cause of many lives and our ancestral lineages, the trauma and beliefs and decisions and agreements that our ancestors made in our DNA and in our soul lineage DNA. We are clearing all of that at this time. So it looks like a hot mess, but it's always good. It is for us. We are healing whatever you're going through. I send you love and blessings. And I want to share today a very loving, healing cocoon experience with you. Why? Because the land is arising and releasing the toxins and the trauma that are in it from all of the human history. All right. The land, the crystals, the waters. Honey, you're going to have to sit down and be quiet. Mommy can't help you right now. We are really, excuse me for a minute. Okay, is this what you want, or do you want to go out? Want to eat? Oh, good for you, babe. Good for you. You eat that. Thank you. Please excuse me. My cat was attacked last week, and she's still healing. She hasn't eaten a lot, and she's hungry. So it's 11:11. Yay! I don't want to deny her food because she normally eats a lot, and now she's not. So she's happy now. Okay. We have the beautiful blessings of cats. Very, very powerful healing. So realign. What's happening right now is supposed to happen. We have gotten behind as a human culture on our evolution. We got stuck in our mind and our abilities to manifest things, and we're obsessed with it. And that's what we're seeing break down. Governments, structures, there's a lot of hidden agendas that are happening, that are coming to light, and so on and so forth. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get angry and judge, because you're wasting your energy. You cannot shift what's happening. You can only take care of you and what's happening inside of you, how you are healing and coming back into wholeness, how you are discovering how you've been believing things about yourself, lack, not good enoughness, struggle. Maybe you've been experiencing physical challenges for a little while or for a long time. Headaches, pains, diseases, discomfort, maybe mental challenges, because emotional challenges, these are coming up. Now, some of them are from the trauma you've experienced in this life. Some of them are from your ancestral lineages in your body. And some of them are coming from the planet and being released through all the lineages you have been. So you're an infinite being, you're eternal, you will never die, you go in and out of bodies, and every life you've ever had, quote unquote, exists right now. Everything is simultaneous. This is a fast forward mystery school lesson so we can get to our beautiful healing cocoon. What that means for us is that as we awaken and raise our consciousness, because we are being gifted the opportunity to access higher states of consciousness than ever before, we're being given the opportunity to connect with our ancient selves, with our priestess selves, with our shaman selves, with our indigenous selves, with our healing selves, with our loving selves, with our happy selves, with our different values. So we were meant to, according to the Maya cosmovision, we went through the era of learning how to use our masculine energy powers to manifest things. We did a great job. We had the Industrial Revolution. We've built things. We've built lots and lots of things. We've acquired things. But what happened? It was out of balance. Then we were supposed to remember our sacred feminine energies, intuition, higher self, speaking and respecting all life in the trees and the animals. Everything is source. Everything is God, goddess. You and the tree are the exact same spirit, whether you want to believe it or not. And the lack of respect that we have or have exhibited as a culture, as a globe, to the land, the environment, to just take, to use, to not respect, to not follow these things. This is what I learned in the shamanic traditions. So in the sacred mystery schools, in the shamanic traditions, when I studied in New Mexico, I actually studied with a lot of different cultural aspects of the Hopi and House Pueblo, and I lived near Jemez Pueblo, and we used to go to powwows and the Gathering of Nations powwows. And yet the shaman that I worked with most, she was Lakota Sioux. So that's not actually from New Mexico. It is from up South Dakota and that area where my family is from, Minnesota. They're all up in Minnesota right now. So these cultures, regardless of where you live, are rising within us. They're rising within. Their voices are being heard. Their lands are being reclaimed. We're watching that happen. At the same time, we're watching very cruel and unusual things happen to judging each other, blaming other cultures, and all of this. Don't get involved in judgment, because I can promise you, come join my Create Your Reality class that just started this week. You can still join us if you want to understand how powerful your words are. When you judge someone else or yourself, you are cursing them, and it's going to come back to you. Everything you say, everything you believe, everything you do will come back to you 1,000-fold, 10,000-fold. I don't know, but it will, and it'll manifest. And that's what we're living out in this life. We are living out the result, the karma, the effect. It's just cause and effect. It's not punishment. We're living out the effect of everything we've done in these other lives. It isn't bad. It just is. What we have to do is realize, okay, we kind of skipped the era of remembering and honoring the sacred feminine. We're being very slow in our cultures to respect intuition as the most powerful force. But we have to come into balance now, because we're in the era of unity. This is called the ninth wave of consciousness. And for the Maya, it's represented by the ninth level of the step pyramid, and where the descending god, goddess, I came down. The temples, the pyramids, the reason I take you there, the reason we go to sacred stones, the reason we do the ceremonies, we gather in person, is because you are a temple. Your body is that pyramid. Your body is that stone circle. Your body is that sacred lake. And it holds within it incredible infinite wisdom. We are light, only light, eternal light. My favorite, one of my very favorite Mayan, the father from Atlantis of the Maya is Itzamna. And that's what he says. He comes to me and holds a little pot of light out and tells me that. So when we start to recognize that, we start to let go of our crazy beta mind, like, oh, I got to do this and I got to achieve that. And I'm so busy and I'm so stressed. We got to stop stressing our nervous system. We have to stop stressing our adrenals. We have to stop living in fight or flight. And sometimes it can feel challenging. You could feel traumatized by something that's happened to you. I've had plenty of it. What's the thing? I talked to a lady yesterday in Germany who wants to have me on her show. What felt really beautiful about that connection was that she took a workshop from me last year. And she said, what I was most fascinated with was your personal story, all of the painful experiences and traumas you've been through, and yet you're so positive, you're so full of life, you're so inspiring, you're so uplifting. Just being in your presence is transformational. That's what I want to share with you, is that nothing is designed to hold you back except for everyone else's opinions. So take back your power from the government and the doctors and the people who've told you you can't and you won't and you don't, and everyone around you. We've all had that. We've all been conditioned with that. We've all been told to listen to everyone else, to get their permission, and now is the time to come into unity. We have to respect and remember our sacred lineages that know how to speak to the water, that understand the power of the moon. It's not just a beautiful, fluffy thing where we all get together and sing kumbaya, as my client Diana says, and pass flowers and plant seeds and sing beautiful chants and wear goddess gowns. I love that. I do that. Come do that with me. But that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about true, honest to God respect for the internal truth we carry, the aspects of the divine in everything. It's all medicine. I love the concept of the indigenous that say that has a medicine. You have a medicine. What is the medicine you're giving? One of the things we learned in class yesterday or the other day in my new class is that what you speak is what you get. What you think and what you do, it creates. It can't not create. There's no casual comment. And are you speaking things that are sweet, healing, and beautiful? Or are you speaking things that are curses, are negativity, are toxic? Are you telling over and over negative stories? Or are you blessing yourself and everyone else, even the people you don't like? Because then that will come back to you. So today we're going to go into a healing cocoon, and I'm going to share more about the retreat coming up in Canada. Here's why. I got some emails recently from people who are interested, and this is a very interesting retreat. It is super soft and sacred. We're going to be on sacred land, 2 minutes walk from a sacred lake. We're going to be drinking the most ancient water on the planet and doing magic with it. We're going to be having sacred fires every single day. We're going to be able to go in hot tubs, saunas, lakes, and purify. We're going to be doing healing ceremonies. You're going to come and be wrapped in love. We're going to have a cocoon. I create a cocoon. And I realized from some of the questions I'm getting is that many of you do not understand truly who I am and what I do, the powers and wisdom that I carry, and what I do at retreats. I'm a sound healer. I have shamanic tools. I see energy. I channel everything, literally everything, not in overwhelm, but what's optimal. I did a connection activation for Diana and Calvin and I yesterday because he owns the house and is giving us a beautiful discount so we can gather at this house. It may never happen again. Most people can't afford this incredible house on a private beach on the longest, purest lake beach. We're surrounded by woods. There's pine trees, ancient wisdom keepers all around us. And we have, honey, you've got to have to stop. Okay, thank you. And we have, we were talking about the fire and, making sure we have enough wood for the fire. What happens then? Well, he said one of the trees, one of these sacred wisdom keepers fell about a year ago perfectly in his yard, didn't damage anything. And he chopped it up and has been using it. And he has two of these pieces of this gorgeous trunk that we're going to use to start our sacred fire. It is called the Phoenix Rising Retreat. We are deeply called by Mother Earth, by the land and the waters and the crystals in the earth. We will be working with all those things, and I will be clearing, healing, and receiving personal private messages for you if you are there every day. You'll be with us. We'll be together in this house. You'll be able to ask me personal questions. I always channel things. I think I'm going to have to let my cat out. Come on. That's what you wanted. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. Okay. Fun experience with Shauna there. The way I do my retreats is very different because when I'm talking to you here, I don't get out my rattles and my drums and my chimes and my many essences and burning the herbs because, you can't hear it or feel it or sense it. But I'm trained in so many shamanic traditions that not only do I do shamanic journeys and soul retrieval and I can see, but when I'm cleansing each person as you come into the space, the first day, the first night, each day as we start ceremony, I'm receiving and seeing energies in your field. It is a very powerful personal healing. It is not just me talking at you. It is not, you can't ask questions for yourself. These were some of the questions I got was, well, I really have some deep healing that I want to do. It sounds like that the land and the other things you're going to do are very powerful, but will I actually have a chance to get this personal feedback? Hi, Brittany. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Cosmic Enigma. Hello. Oh, Brittany, I'm so happy to see you. I know Brittany's meant to be there. I've seen her. I have a couple of clients that I see there every time we're doing this. So yesterday, Calvin and Diana is hosting us, and she was on my show last week. If you want to see that, it was really so beautiful to have her. We talked about a lot of the things. She's going to be bringing crystals we got in Arkansas when we were there together, big giant crystals, small crystals. We're going to be working with these elements in a very deep way. The channeling that I do, the transmissions that I do, what I can see in your field are truly profound. When you were there, you are making up part of the energy cocoon. So Brittany was just, hi Lisa, was just with me in San Francisco. So maybe you can share a little, Brittany. You can, when you talk to people like Diana was explaining to someone the other day, what it's like every time she's come and been with me in person. And we've been together in England and in Arkansas and here in the Maya land and somewhere else, I forget now. And what happens is that you are bringing your lineage, you're bringing not just your trauma, you're bringing your power. And what happens at these places is that we activate that, we free you. And what I see when I'm cleansing you to come into the circle, I'm going to be whispering to you messages, personal messages. I'm going to be leading and transmitting. I don't prepare what happens. Like yesterday with the three of us, we talked for almost 2 hours about different logistics. Oh, we need a lot of wood for the fires. We need wood for the sauna. It's an incredible sauna we're going to be able to go into. We'll have times, we'll have it ready early in the morning. So if you want to get up and start your day with this purifying and cleansing, if you want to walk to the lake to watch the sunrise, we're going to be there on the full moon. Okay. And we have managed to secure an incredible indigenous woman who's going to travel for over 5 hours. So this is, again, another blessing of this retreat that may never happen again, because between the house and paying her, there's a huge expense that is not being passed on to you. Okay. We made sure that we kept this very, very affordable so that the expenses of these extras, incredible, going to Niagara Falls on the last day, this travel, this is also a gift. There's no expense to you for the transportation to do that. We're paying for the tickets. We're paying for the butterfly conservatory we're going to go in because it'll be our last day. And we're going to be the phoenix rising, the butterfly, the phoenix coming out of the cocoon. So I want to share with you today that the healing possible of this is for the land. It's for the ancestors, and it's for you. And it's for you in this body and this life, wherever you are, whatever's happening for you right now. You're going through a transition. You're metamorphosizing. So am I. So is everybody. The planet, the way that we run our cultures, the way that we think about each other, the way that we've treated women and children. These are all transforming. But the thing is not to go out and get mad at people who've done these things and conquerors. I went through a long, mad at the Spanish for coming here and burning all the Mayan books and suppressing these beautiful people who had wisdom beyond anything we've ever accessed in the European world. And I'm European, I'm Celtic. I've got all my German and Scottish and Irish lineage inside of me, but I also know that I have that indigenous culture. And when I studied with the Lakota Sioux in New Mexico, it was just crazy amazing because we have our busy mind, right? And we're like, I got to get this done, and I got that, and I have this appointment and that appointment, and we're, this is frustrating. And we talked about this in class the other day. We said, like, I get frustrated when I go out to the car 3 times and keep forgetting to get what I wanted. And then I say things to myself. This was one of the clients. And she said, and then I say, well, how stupid are you? This is what we're talking about. We are transforming in that class the core of who we are. We are learning to catch when we speak curses on ourselves, when we blame ourselves, because when you say, how stupid are you? Guess what you're going to get? More experiences to reflect to you, make you feel stupid. And we weren't taught this. So this is deep mystical truth. This is universal law. And the indigenous cultures are rising again. They're reclaiming their land. They're being given more power. They're going through their own struggles to understand. Like, look in the US, when the indigenous cultures started to have the right to create casinos, they became very wealthy. And then some of the reservations, they started to fight amongst each other. Like, what happened there, right? Everybody's in an evolution, and we're all being called back. What we do for ourselves, we do for the mother, the planet, the universe. We do for the trees and the animals and the insects and the women and the children and everyone else that is a persecuted or disrespected. We don't have to individually get into sadness and believe in victims, because then we create more sadness and victims. We need to be empowered. And so this retreat is a healing cocoon. What I've clarified to several people who are interested in coming, and we have a very small amount of people. We have maximum 9 people, plus me, Chris, Diana, and Calvin, and so on. So there isn't a big 24 buses people. We're not going anywhere except the last day, when we have our pilgrimage to the power waters, the rainbow energies, and the butterfly energies at Niagara. And we're ending with an epic dinner that is included for you, overlooking the falls, which will be lit up with like rainbows. Okay. So we're working with, I'm just getting chills right now. We are going to have on our 3rd day, the full moon on 29th of June. Why is that significant? Because the full moon is fruition. It is when we get to gather and reap the harvest of what we have been doing. So each day we're going to be doing these healings, and I will be there as your healer, as your shaman, as your priestess, as your love. We will be hugging you, because between Diana and I, the hugs will be off the charts. You're going to have so much love. Guess what happens when you get hugged? You leave beta brain, you go into theta. That's where I want you to live. Theta and alpha speak to the universe. Then what you wish for will actually get there. But when you're just like, why don't I have what I want? When am I going to have money? I want this, but you feel like you're separate from it. You're creating it with your words and your feeling. And you're also, unfortunately, without knowing it, most of us in this beta brain all the time, worrying, thinking, figuring it out. What is going to happen? When's it going to happen? You're not affecting. It's like this. You're just barely affecting the universe. It can't hear you. You've got to get into theta and alpha. That's why my activations are so powerful. That's why people have the transformation they have when they're in my radiant field. I create the field. We're going to bless the land. We're going to create energetic and light spheres around you, around the planet, around the lake house. And we're going to be doing individual healings. We're going to be having a fire every single day. And one day, with this beautiful Heather Clearwind, she's called, we're bringing from far away, she's going to cook for us because it is a part of her lineage to put her magic and her wisdom into the. She's going to find the food. She's going to source the food. She's going to fill it with her magic and her wisdom. She wants to feed us. We're going to be a part for the entire afternoon and evening of her entire cultural lineage to be together. She's going to come and bless the land at the beginning and the end. So I'll be doing this. She'll be doing this. And we'll also be having a wonderful woman who travels the world whenever she's called to do grid work with the earth, the crystals, the land, the waters in the planet. And we're going to be working with these sacred waters, doing the sacred grid work and programming the waters in a very specific way. She's going to be teaching us. So like most of my retreats, I gather other people who bring something from the local land, something from the local area. When you come here, I bring in my Mayan wisdom elder. I bring in my Aztec friend and my Mayan friends to do ceremony. I bring in indigenous healers and sound healers. I bring them in to bring in the medicine of their lineage and to awaken what is in the land and what is in the stones, because bones, stones, and crystals hold memory, including us. Okay? So today, I want to share the full moon that we're going to experience will be the day after Heather. And we're going to have this incredible experience with her after we eat. And I can tell you from working with the Lakota Sioux shaman, it was like, okay, we're going to have a sweat lodge. Okay, great. What time? Well, just show up on Thursday. Okay, I show up on Thursday. What are we going to do? When are we doing it? When's it going to happen? There I am with my little do beta brain, right? It took 2 or 3 days for this to happen. It's what they call Indian time. That's what they call it. First, we had to make food. Then we put out spirit plate. Then we sat around and talked. We're in tune with the energies. Well, then eventually we traveled up into the hills. We talked to the trees. We found out what tree wanted to give us part of their branches to build the sweat lodge. We did everything with intention, everything with spirit, everything with love. We left our hair and other gifts for every single twig and anything that we took, and we were sacredly connected to the energies, understanding everything is source and has a medicine. We came back, we slept. We woke up the next day. We started to build the sweat lodge. The sweat lodge is built from these twigs and these trees and these branches. And then we all brought blankets and sheets and things. This is not a glamorous or a permanent thing, and put it over. Then we built the fire. The fire had to go. The coals had to get hot. We went inside of it. It was extremely stressful for me because I had claustrophobia. So guess what my shaman did? I said, could I sit near the door? No. She put me at the back. This is what shamans can do sometimes, is say, no, I know what you really need for healing. We're going to trigger you, but in a loving way. I was surrounded by love. We sat around the fire. We were in this sweat lodge. I would stick my fingers underneath the back to feel the air. Visions came, the owl came, spirits came, ancestors came. This is what we have forgotten. This ability to flow with time, flow with the medicine. Remember that we are creators. And when we slow down, we get into theta and alpha. We can calmly learn. We can function. We don't have to be in stress to function. And we're not supposed to figure everything out. We're supposed to be the beacon of, I'm ready to be peace, to be love. I'm rich and divine. I'm infinitely prospered. I am source. I have an infinite storehouse of money and love and wealth and energy and creativity. Anything that we need, it's inside of us. Believe me, if you didn't listen to my new moon show where I had a massive hour-long sharing of my huge manifesting breakthrough, my huge breakthrough, I now live in total knowing of who I am. And no matter everything I've done, it all led up to that moment a few weeks ago. but nothing I have done has held the power of who I am now. Not that it's me, it's that I no longer have the doubts, the fears. I don't go, oh, it would be so nice to have more money, or it would be so nice to have more clients, or it'd be so nice to have this. I wish I could, or where it is, and what do I have to do? None, that doesn't exist inside of me anymore, because everything already is here and it's inside of me. So it's a matter of me now unraveling the beliefs that I have, the habits that are in my mind and my body. And this is what we're doing, whatever is optimal for you in the way that is optimal for you. So you are welcome and you are invited to come to this cocoon with all of your challenges, with your personal issues. I was asked, like, well, I don't want to take up time from other people if I come and I want to ask personally, or I come with this. No. That's what this is for. The reason I was called here was the land, the Mother Earth, the indigenous wisdom in this land. It has all these special things we've been talking about, the waters, and we're going to be surrounded in the woods. And now we have this gift of this beautiful pine tree. When we burn that pine tree as the source of our fire, we are receiving the wisdom of that fire. And it's the phoenix, because we are burning away the illusion of what we've believed about who we are. And it's not just a pretty, fluffy, goddessy kind of phrase. This is true medicine. This is powerful medicine, and it is deep. It's going to go into your ancestors, into your DNA. It's going to go into your cells and into your life. Yes, you might cry. Yes, you will laugh. Yes, you will be surrounded in love. And that's the reason that we create the cocoon from beginning to end. We've had people ask, could I just come to this part of it? Could I just come for Heather Clearwind? No, we are only allowing people, and I've always done this on my retreats, who come for the full experience, because we enter this cocoon together as a sacred group. Most likely we've all had past lives together, right, Brittany? Most lives we have future lives together, and we have lineages in our cells, in our DNA, and throughout the planet that we are here. And part of our agreement in our soul is to awaken and to bring with us the opportunity. As we embody it, then we don't just get the reflection in our reality of more peace, more love, more healing, calm, loving everyone, being able to easily bless the past, the present, and future, and even the people we perceive as those that have hurt us the most. We must become that, because they are us. You are me. I am you in Lak'ech. Okay? Every indigenous culture has this. I feel over 20,000 moons for this experience. So we have this flow happening. We're going to come in this cocoon together. We're going to start in the evening. We're going to have a welcome ceremony. I'm going to be cleansing you, clearing you, speaking to your spirit, drawing from you the ancestral things. If you're ready to find a new place to live, this is the thing to do. Don't sit at home going, I have to figure it out. Leave your environment, go somewhere like this, get that sacred awakening, and let it rise from within you, and let the universe bring you that. If you're looking for a new job, if you're looking to get out of a relationship or change a relationship, anything, you're looking to heal your body, this is the opportunity to be inside of sacred space, in nature, in a way that you will be with us as a group and individually supported for your own experience. Okay? All right. Hi, Ariana from Athens. Oh, how wonderful. Okay. So I have so many beautiful things to share with you. And we're going to, of course, do a transmission. So what I was sharing, of course, with Diana and Calvin yesterday, because what is going on here? I woke up today and I barely could function in my body. It's how far out I am. What happens is that it was important because Calvin is the owner of the house and the land, and he has a vision for that land to be used in this way. And we're going to be what he's calling the inaugural. One thing we're doing is we're the first people that will be blessing the land in this way. between me and you and Diana and Heather Clearwind. We're also going to be the first retreat because he's rented the house to families before. And it's a beautiful, gorgeous, enormous beach house with a huge living room and a sauna and a jacuzzi and a fire pit and all of this wonderful stuff. And we're going to be blessed to come into using this space in a sacred way. And we're the first people to do that. And we're going to be also, it's not anything you have to worry about, but just to know that you're going to be part of awakening that energy in the land. So yesterday we talked about wood for the fire and, how long it takes to get the sauna ready and when we'll be offering that to everyone and how we'll be taking breaks for everybody to integrate our experiences. We're going to be eating together in the house, preparing food in a sacred way, drinking the sacred waters, these ancient, purest water on the planet. We're going to be programming it. You're going to be learning how to do this. You're going to be receiving this, and you're going to be transmuting whatever you're in. So I can promise you that whatever you're experiencing in your life, and I've had 3 people say they can't come because of either a marriage, a wedding. I mean, it's, of course, you don't want to miss your daughter's wedding, but it's fascinating to me how many people are drawn to this and then have a different sacred experience happening. So they are asking if they could come and meet me first or come after. So there'll be an extra day. You can stay for very affordable in the house and be a part of a workshop I'm doing in the afternoon in the house, doing some more deeper healing. This is an actual picture of the lake we're going to be on. Their sunsets are exquisite, and we'll be doing a sunset ceremony on many of the days. We are going to be in this sacred waters healing cocoon. So at the end of after I share some things with you today, I'm going to be transmitting that. Yesterday, we were talking, and then I said, okay, we have to talk to the land. And I began to channel or transmit messages from the land. And it became very powerful. The waters in the lake began to rise up. Water dragons, water nymphs, water goddesses, water essences, the ancient codes in that land, because water holds codes. It holds memory, okay? It started to rise up as I'm looking at the land, and I'm speaking to the earth, and she's channeling through me, and the fire and the pine trees and the wisdom. And then I see this out of the corner of my eye, like a butterfly, right? And then a butterfly appeared to Diana. No lie, a monarch butterfly appeared when she was during this experience yesterday. And then I kept saying, I'm like, okay. And it was the lake. The lake was literally rising up. The water dragons in the lake were rising up. The energies in the lake were rising up. The ancient wisdom in the lake and the waters were calling. And so I work with every element. I'm trained shamanically in all of these traditions that are earth-based. Even the goddess world I was in for 16 years, primarily Celtic, we worked with the elements. We respected the land and the moon and the crystals. This is the genesis of who I am and what I've awakened in myself. I speak to everything. When we're there, I'll be channeling, I'll be transmitting whatever is for you, because you will be there and it will be your energy, and whatever the land is speaking to us. Okay. So there's a link below. It is in the shop, but there's also a really special page as well that you can check out about it. And I'll be sharing next week more about the Scotland retreat coming up. So, okay, I'll do that. That's when I talk to myself, that's spirit talking to me. So this is one of the things after we finished our activation, which was incredibly powerful. So perhaps, perhaps you felt it. Perhaps you might feel this experience when we shared together. What happened was we had all of us a powerful experience, and Calvin and Diana were sharing with me, like, it's so amazing how you were just like drawing in all the ancestors, the elements and the different things, and it was just so smooth and in flow, and we created this pillar of light coming through his land from infinity to infinity. We created a chamber of light. We're speaking already to this land, and we are being a part of allowing this land to rise up again, and everything in it to be a healing space. So this is the site, Phoenix Rising Retreat, and has all of these things. We're going to be, this is the lake we're on. We're going to be adding a section today about Heather Clearwater and everything she's going to do, about Daniela, the grid worker, and about the healing I do. So if you don't really know, if you haven't been with me before, these are just some pictures to give you, connect you with where we're going to be. There's the sauna. It's a wood burning sauna. We're going to have it running every day at specific hours. And we're going to take, if you want to get in it, purify yourself. We're going to be sharing all of these things with you. And we're going to make sure that you have an opportunity. This is where we're going to gather. This is the beautiful gourmet kitchen. It's a gorgeous place. We're all going to be staying in the house. It's got energy already, but we just amplified it and spoke to it and asked it and called it together in a new, powerful way yesterday. So maybe you were feeling like, I'm not sure if I'm going to go. And now you feel why. Maybe that's why. We're also getting clarity because we've been looking to connect with some. My first thing I said to Diana is, I'm called up here because of the Native American, okay? Because of this indigenous cultures, because of the land is speaking to me. I need to connect with some indigenous healers. And we've spent months looking at, talking to, reaching out to different people who are in, this is the lake we're on. You can see the beginning of a sunset. Maybe you can tune into the land, maybe the water and the water dragons or the water memories or the codes are speaking to you. We're going to be working with that medicine that's in the sun. It's very powerful. So you're going to receive all of these different energies. You're going to be able to walk on the lake, swim in the lake, purify, bathe yourself, cleanse away the things that we release in our activations and our cleansings and our transmissions, and then purify. It's going to be a beautiful flow where you're going to have time for yourself to integrate, and then we'll come together, and then time, and then grid work, and then work and food and medicine. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So reach out if you have anything that you want to share or ask me. I'm here we have 2 people driving from the US coming. If you would like to share a driving with them, you could already do that. We are going to connect you if you would like. So I'm going to share a little bit about Heather Clearwind. She's from Soul Purpose Healing. I have to apologize because before it started, I could not find the name of her indigenous roots, but we will have that on there. Like I said, she does not live in the area. She does live in Canada. She is from the Native or the First Nation people there. And she lives very, very, very aligned. She did not say yes to our invitation until she checked me out, until she spent time meditating with spirit and waiting for spirit, ancestors, and energies to tell her whether this was optimal for her. So I feel extra specially blessed because that's how I do things as well. The minute Diana told me, well, there's these people and there's this ranch and there's this healer and there's this person. And the minute I read her name, I vibrated. I knew she was the one. Then it took us a while to reach out to be able to connect to her. That's just the way that a lot of authentically indigenous people work. Like I told you, it took us days to create a sweat lodge. That in our Western world, it would be like, okay, we're going to do it at 8 o'clock and we're going to do that and then we'll be done and then we'll go to lunch. Okay. So we will have a schedule. We aren't going to be taking 3 days just to do this. However, I felt so blessed because when she said, thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you for sharing who you are. I will get back to you. And it took time. She took the time. That to me is authentic, it is real, and it means we are truly aligned with a higher timeline of incredible healing. And if you feel called, this is the time to come. Like I said, I hope we go back. I have no idea we're going to go back. And the moment right now in the fire year, the Phoenix is all about seeing and acknowledging the illusions that you have been living, not from judgment, and burning them away so you can be free emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually to rise to a higher state of consciousness and then access a higher state of your potential that you carried into this life. We didn't come into this life to continue to suffer. We are played out the effects of our other lives of making an agreement to never speak up and to be possessed and to not be powerful and not to let anybody know we had sacred, intuitive, and feminine powers because we were burned and had our heads chopped off and all that stuff. Okay. And in this life, you've probably had those traumas too. Don't do that. That's bad. That's evil. Maybe you had a religious upbringing. We know that. That's what we're healing. And the first thing that Heather said is, I have to come and I need my own space and I need to spend the night and I need to be alone and I need to heal the land. And we aren't just doing this for us. We're doing this for the land and for all the trauma of the conquered cultures. And this is not going to be just for this land. It's going to be for all of the earth. It's going to be for our bodies, our ancestral, our experiences, and all of our lives. That's how powerful this is. And I want to encourage you to understand there is nothing else out there that can offer this to you at this moment. So if there is any way at all you can make this happen, this is a tipping point. This is a tipping point. This is a true quantum leap. We are going to be opening portals in time. We are going to be freeing and walking through individually and together to an entirely new reality. And I'm excited because I don't just come to like check my list and teach you something that I wrote out. No, no, no. This is for me too. I'm coming because Spirit called me. I'm coming because the Sacred Mother called me. I'm coming because the land and the waters called me. And it's going to be for me too. And I get to channel all these energies. I get to see you come. I get to love you. I get to see the transformation, but I get it too. Every one of us. Heather has agreed to come because she's been able to see through her own lineage and her own work, and her work is sacred. She's not willing to just sell it for money. Oh, good, you're going to pay me. Great, I'm going to show up. That is not the intention of any of the people at this. None of us. We are all gifting. We are taking less money or no money. We are giving from ourselves gifts of the firewood, gifts of the transportation to Niagara, gifts of Heather. The expense for Heather is not included. You're not paying for it. We are. Okay. The expense for this house, teeny tiny little, token is going to be going to Calvin. All right. So this is a gift of epic proportions. Are you going to listen? And if it is for you, are you going to step in? Because you'll have fears. You'll have, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I have appointments. Oh, this person. Oh, I don't know the money. Blah, blah, blah. It'll all come up. It's up to you. This is just an invitation. So I want it to be very clear about who I am and what I do, and very clear about why this is so unique and powerful. Everything I do is like this, and that this one feels to me like a portal beyond portals. And I'm personally so excited to go because I want to walk through this. I want to heal the land, and I want to heal my body, my lineage, everyone on the planet. Everything we do is a gift to everyone, to your children, to your parents, to your friends, to the people you work with. You will be a gift to your environment. You will be a gift to your bank account. You will be a gift to your financial channels that are going to be opened here, because that's one of the things I'm doing right now when I'm with people, is opening channels that may appear as money, opportunities, support, all kinds of things. So there is a manifesting aspect to this, but it first has to come from that internal wholeness. All right. So here's what we are going to get with Heather. Land blessing and ancestral honoring to acknowledge, heal, and restore the sacred connection to the land and indigenous ancestors. Now, I didn't make this up. She sent us this. Once she agreed, she said, I have sat with this. I've talked to Spirit. I've looked at me. She had to check me out, which was good. I'm so glad. She said she also knows and works with a Mayan elder. So we do have this very deep connection. She then sent over, here's what I do. I told her what I wanted out of everything she does. I wanted the shamanic drumming experience. It's a journey. It's a shamanic journey. And she said, okay, here's how it has to happen. I need to come from far away. I need a place to be my own space. I need to cook for everyone. It is a part of my culture, and the magic and the medicine that I put in the food, and us sharing that food together is a part of the ceremony, is a part of the healing. I need to do a healing and blessing on the land before and after. So I took everything she told us, and this is what it is. Okay, this is from her. A nourishing ceremonial group dinner prepared with prayer, love, gratitude, and the alchemical magic of cooking as a sacred act. These are her words. A feast together in community, honoring the importance of shared food, blessing, and togetherness in Indigenous culture. This is another picture of our beautiful place, a sacred drum journey gathering. So we're going to have this bland blessing where she's going to be cooking, then we're going to feast together. And then as we come into the evening, we're going to have our sacred fire, and we're going to have the ceremonial opening and closing, Indigenous teachings, and a shamanic style drum journeying. She does not say she's a shaman. She says, she explained what she did. And I said, well, that's a shamanic style, like me. I'm not an indigenous shaman, but I've been trained by many, many shaman. And I'm told in my Mayan lineage that I am a shaman. I'm Ish, I'm a Jaguar. And so I am not appropriating anyone else's lineages. If you've got that crazy crap in your head, let it go. Okay. She is a representative of the lineages and the culture that she lives in, she honors, and she does every single day. This is what makes being in the field with these people so incredibly powerful, is that they live their truth and their medicine. It's not just, I learned this and now I'm going to do this little thing. I personally am going to bring cacao. I'm going to bring obsidian and copal, and I'm going to be doing a Mayan fire ceremony, one of our first days, which is a very unique and rare experience. Then we're going to have a fire ceremony with Heather. You understand how amazing this is? We're going to have these different steps of coming here. Then we're going to travel, a soul travel with drum beats in resonance with the ancestors of the land, the elements, the cosmos, rainbows, crystals, power animals, and Mother Earth. Then the transformative healing themes of cleansing, release, integration, renewal, and preparation for the powerful full moon energy. So what's going to happen is that a day or two after she's there will be the full moon. And the full moon will be, I will be doing an entire day, and the evening beforehand, we'll be doing all of our work. We'll be taking what we've done with the grid working woman, taking what we've done with the different healings, sound healings and transmissions, taking what we've done with Heather, and we're going to rise into the full moon to gather the harvest of the illumination of our true spirit, our true wisdom. And this is where, if you have a question, if you're at a crossroads in your life, if you're wondering, how can I make more money in my business? How can I start a business? How can I get out of this this relationship? How can I heal a relationship? How can I speak with more honesty, love, and power? How can I find my new place to live? Wherever you are, you're going to rise from these experiences in this healing cocoon into the full moon. And we're going to spend the whole day wrapped in the full moon energies, doing deep ceremony and traveling with the full moon. The transformative healing themes with Heather are going to be cleansing, release, integration, renewal, and preparation for the full moon. The traditional sacred fire ceremony she's going to do during or after this ceremony is going to be her version of a fire ceremony. So the fire energy this year is igniting your soul, but first we have to burn away the illusion of the pain, the trauma, our weakness, our empathic abilities being a burden or something we have to not be who we are because they've held us back, the fears that we've held, the trauma, the agreements, the soul contracts, all of these things are going to be deeply, softly, profoundly unraveled within you. So she's going to be tending the fire to support personal healing, clearing, and release. So our experience with Heather, here is where we will be. We're surrounded by these sacred trees. We have absolute privacy in our yard, and yet just 3-minute walk through these woods is that sacred lake. There is our fire ceremony. Then we have, this is the lake. This is the longest clear water beach in the world. The waters we drink are from the most ancient waters and second or first purest waters on the planet. So what we're going to do then with her is that the healing energies we're going there with is these healing energies. She's going to hold this because we have activated our private sanctuary. Then she's going to amplify with her presence, with her lineage, a loving space. And then my energies are supporting you, holding you. And this is one of my masteries, is being able to hold space for everyone who comes, to see into each of you individually, not just say, we're doing this if it's irrelevant to you. This is very personal healing. Then we're going to have this beautiful, nourishing plant-based meal that she's going to do. She said possibly a red lentil curry dal with fresh green salads and homemade dressing, ceremonial berries, and hummus with gluten-free options. I don't know if that's what she's going to make, because she's going to source the food, speak to the food, bless the food, and prepare the food. I can't tell you that where you could get this. And if you could access something like this, the power of this food alone, this one meal alone, could heal your body, could heal your mind, could heal things that have been holding you back for I don't know how long. Okay. This is something she sent over, and I want to share with you. The clear wind blows over the moon. A tree is just a tree. It doesn't try to be anything but a tree. It reaches high into Father Sky, spreading its branches into the light. It reaches deep down, spreading its roots into Mother Earth's darkness. It weathers the storms, bending and swaying when it needs to. All this it does in harmonious balance. This is who we are meant to be, reaching up, expanding, becoming our fullest potential, reaching deep down, realizing we're supported, trusting. Think about a tree. It doesn't run around going, what am I going to do? How am I going to make money? I can't do this. I can't buy money. Where is it going to happen? Pure trust, pure alignment with the divine, understanding it is divine in a human body, here for this experience, bending and swaying when things are traumatic and difficult, but it does it all in harmonious balance. So this is the first beautiful, incredible blessing that I wanted to share with you a little bit more today. Now, this is the front of the house. You can see how deeply beautiful this place is. And I want to reiterate that this beach, this lake, is only, it's semi-private. It is only for people who own houses on the lake, and they all have a lot of land. So it's not going to be a beach where there's a lot of people running around. It's very sacred. We're going to have a chance to be on the lake. You could go out at night and stargaze. You could sit in the hot tub, or sit under the stars, or go for a walk on the beach at night. Whatever you are called to do, this cocoon will wrap you in, and your life will be 1,000,000 miles away, and your routines will fall out of your body. Your cells and your DNA will let go of what you have been clinging to, what you have been trying to make, what you have been afraid of letting go of. If it is a disease in the body, if it is a challenge in your mind, if it is an emotional fear, this is the place to come and be healed. Medicine of the sunsets, medicine of the waters. Here's the yard, here's the sauna, over here is the beautiful fire pit. Now, the full moon. I want to share a little bit about the energies of June 29th. This is a full moon in Capricorn. It's going to be at 8 p.m., just before sunset. So we're going to be attuned the whole day, and the next day we will be using that. We're going to align our evening ceremony and the full moon energy to bring that fruition, that illumination, to structure in a sacred way the embodied wisdom. I will be channeling the wisdom of the moons, the moon mothers, the moon goddesses, the earth and moon wisdom of the sacred feminine, the womb of the moon. The ancestral healing is going to continue. Emotional maturity, release of old burdens. We don't need to carry them. You're not going to take them home with you. All right. The waters, the fires, the crystals, the wisdom in the trees, they're all alive. The butterflies, they're all going to be there, and the ancestors. So this sacred day is a deep healing of the feminine body, the heart, the womb, and the lineage of and the soul of each of us, and the land, the planet, and our entire planet. We are going to be offering this healing into the Akashic records, into our lineages, to everyone. So the Capricorn's earth medicine supports us in releasing what has been hardened by survival, responsibility, grief, ancestral pain, and the patterns of carrying too much alone. And we all have had this at some point. And if you feel free of it, congratulations. We're going to go deeper. You're going to go from wherever you are and whoever you are to the next level. And we all have a next level that's ready to rise. Now, under this moon, we're invited to return to the strength of a mountain, of that earth. Our body is a temple, is a mountain. And it has those memories of how to stand strong and be one with the environment, the softness of the waters and the wisdom of Mother Earth. We can make sandcastles. One of my favorite things to do. The morning grounding and Mother Earth connection to open body, heart, energy field to deep healing. We will start the day very early, not as a group, but if you would like, by starting the sauna every day, except the day we go to Niagara Falls, at 7 a.m. And so there will be a 2-hour window for you to go and purify if you would like. Sacred Water's blessing for emotional renewal, cleansing, and softening of the old pain held in the feminine body. Remember, this is going to be on top of what we've already done for the first 2 days with the grid working, with the magic, with Heather Clearwind. Ancestral feminine healing to honor mothers, grandmothers, daughters, sisters, priestesses, healers, and wise women across time, not just in this land, not just in the indigenous cultures, not just in our own lineage, through time, in all places, all spaces, on all planets in the universe. The Phoenix release ritual to burn away grief, exhaustion, old vows, fear, shame, and the belief that you must carry everything alone. And we are already arranging to have all kinds of crystals, different kinds of herbs to burn, or different kinds of sprays, energy sprays. Diana's going to try to recreate that green Tara spray from Glastonbury for us. So you're going to have support. We're going to have essential oils. We're going to have flower essences. We're going to have sacred cacao, seeds that are blessed. This is a very, very organic and deeply personal and physical experience. Crystal Earth, an altar work to anchor your new feminine power, protection, stability, and sacred self-trust. The full moon reflection process, we're going to learn scrying. We're going to be bringing obsidian. We may be using water. We're going to be using these sacred powers we have to illuminate illuminate what is complete and ready to be released, and what new inner foundation is being born. A sacred fire ceremony. Again, I'm going to do a Mayan fire ceremony one day. We're going to do a full moon fire ceremony. We're going to do a sacred fire ceremony with Heather. So you're going to have 3 full, very profound fire ceremonies. And in between, we're going to have a lot of candles. We're going to be having paper for you. We're going to be having other things for you to burn, to create magic, to put your wisdom, put your intentions into. We're going to be truly using the power of the fire in very many sacred ways. We're going to have to offer old stories, ancestral burdens, and emotional weight into the transformative flames, and drum journeys and healing transmissions to support cleansing, integration, soul retrieval, reconnection with the wisdom of the land, ancestors, elements, and your own sacred feminine power. Okay. So we're going to be honoring it. We're going to be releasing the idea of survival and overgiving and being the caretaker and remaining hidden. We're going to honor that part of us. We're going to listen to her. We're going to release the burdens that we've agreed to carry for our ancestors and ourselves and in this life, the ones we know of and the ones we don't know of. We're going to call the sacred divine within us home into our bodies and into the heart, into the earth and into the fire and into the waters and into the rightful place for this divine feminine, so that you leave this place literally walking, leaving light with your footprints, with your touch, with your words and your thoughts. You're going to bless your life, your family, your business in a way you have never felt. This is a day to remember this sacred thing. I am safe to soften. I am strong enough to release. I am worthy of being held. And I rise from the ashes, renewed, rooted, radiant, and free. I felt that I had not explained enough in depth these energies we're going to be doing. So I appreciate everyone who's reached out to me about coming, that you felt called. If you haven't felt called and now you do, I'm so pleased, but I thought it was time for you to understand this is a soft and intimate, deeply healing sanctuary where you're going to be held in the loving and living energies of Mother Earth, sacred waters, woods, ancestors, land, the loving mother. This is not a busy travel, go here, go to this next place, climb that thing, go here. It's very different from many of the things we do. It is a sacred healing cocoon created with great intention inside of this woods, so you can rest, you can receive, you can release, and be personally supported in your transformation. The reason is we're limiting this to only people who can stay in the house, or there's a couple people who live nearby who may go home. However, this is so that you stay there. If you feel like, I need to go lay down, I need to be rest, I need to go have a bath, I need to go do those things, you will be able to do that. You don't have to get in a car. This is far away from a city, far away from rushing. It is a place where you can. So I begin healing with the land, the house, the guardians. Like I've told you, I've created the sacred temple. Everything is going to be supported for you before you arrive. And the minute that you sign up, this healing begins to happen. You're going to be speaking, you're going to be healing, you're going to be transforming. Like I said, I work personally with each person individually, sound healing, channeled message, energy support, relationship with the land, channeling the messages in the moment and the medicine in the moment. We're going to gather in sacred space, receive these, share experiences, ask questions, connect to the elementals, and everything will be healing and nourishing, and then the next level, and then the next level. This is small and intimate and gentle and very deeply personal. You're not going to be lost in a crowd. You're not going to be left behind. You're going to be seen, respected, loved, held, listened to in this field of transformation. One thing that Diana really emphasized when we did the call with her, it is here in the channel if you'd like to see that, is that every retreat she's come to of mine, since the Redwoods was the first one, she still maintains friendships. She meets soul friends. You meet your soul family, especially if you feel alone where you live, if you feel unsupported, if you want more community of like-minded people, not people who poo-poo your dreams or who are committed to realistic and stress and the news and all this other bunch of lies that's around you. This is about realigning you to your truth, and you will be around people who are loving on their own journeys, and you will find sacred experiences and relationships that you have been feeling, sensing, and knowing about your whole life, and now you're going to reconnect to them. So all those things that I've shared, those are all a big part of what we're doing. All right. Like I said, all these things, this is going to be put up on the retreat page so that you have a place to go review this. But this is really about understanding that there's a deep healing here for you. Personal, responsive, gentle, integrative, very, very earth-based, very, very sacred, very, very cosmic, very much out of time and space. There's no pressure. There's no performance. You are going to feel free to release, to experience whatever you want, and you're going to be respected for whatever you need in each moment. We will make sure of that. Okay, so I want to now just see if anyone has any questions or comments. I'm so happy you're here too. So is anybody here before I go ahead and channel an experience for us in this healing cocoon, have any questions or anything you want to share? And the experience again is extremely personal. So you don't have to have prior experience. You don't have to have certain spiritual training to come to this. You don't have to understand even what I'm talking about. You could have 40 years of experience and you will still have a breakthrough. That is what I know from having done this for almost 40 years, is that everybody comes and you go from where you are to the next place for you. I design the space specifically to be what is optimal for you at this time, and it will unravel for you. Then other people may get messages for you. You may have common experiences together. I may see things for you and pull you aside and say, I got this message for you. I might share in the group messages I got for personally or for the group. So all of the things are about a healing cocoon of the sacred mother energies. And yes, if there's a healing in terms of mother lineages that many of us have, that will be a very powerful thing. If you want to bring your mother, please bring her. We had that recently. It was very profound experience because of the vast lineage healing that gets to happen. However, it isn't about mother in terms of we're going to be looking at the mother wound only. This is about the greater idea that the divine mother, that the divine source, God, mother, father, God, source energy is here to hold us and support us, says yes, and will always give you what you wish for. So along the way, I will be offering you all kinds of wisdom and processes and experiences to become the creator you want to be, to learn to master your mind and your emotions, to free yourself from survival, fear, and panic, trauma, etc., to be able to see, sense that beautiful life that you are here to live, the beauty that's within you in the moment, and how to speak it into being. So if you want to go to the next level of being a manifester, this is a beautiful place for you. Okay, no one has anything to say. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and go to the next level. So when I got these emails, and some of them are so beautiful, with people telling me, I knew I was meant to be there, yet this thing is happening in my life, and it's very personal. Maybe a death or a marriage or something, that's clear that is a real reason not to be there. And yet they wanted to reach out and to explain how much just the idea of this and being in sacred space with me. In San Francisco recently, one of my clients who's been in many of my classes, she signed up first. She signed up immediately when I said, I'm coming to San Francisco. And she did that because, excuse me 1 minute. Thank you. She did that because she said, well, you know what? I knew immediately I wanted to be in person, in your space, in your field with you. The transformation I've received from the classes has been so profound and has completely changed my life. And yet I know that getting to be with you in person is going to take it to a whole new level. And everyone at that retreat has given me the feedback that they're reborn. One lady said, I'm like a newborn. I went from not being able to know what to do, being okay with an okay life, that I literally saw that retreat as saving my life. And now I'm sort of looking around. I did a session with her yesterday to help her on her path, looking around like, I'm not sure what to do next, but I can see I've been willing to be okay, and I'm not okay with okay anymore. And I can see the new life, the beauty life, the better life ahead of me. I can feel it, that it's there. And yet there's these old childhood traumas rising up, the stories, the habits. And that's the kind of thing that's so beautiful. Being in the radiant field in person with any person who has a certain medicine, even if you want to make more money, if you are in the field in person with people who don't have ideas in their head or ancestry that making money is bad, that they actually know I'm divine, I deserve money, there's more than enough money, I don't take it from other people, not greedy people who are shoving crap down your throat, buy my shit, okay? I'm talking about people who have realized the truth of us being here is to find peace, love, our higher self, our connection to source, to create beauty in the world, and realize that the universe supports me so I can have all the money I want. I can have as many houses as I want, or I don't have to have any. You know, for me, I like certain things. I like to travel in a certain way. I wanted to live on the beach, and I do, but I don't have a glamorous mansion with 50 rooms and a whole bunch of stuff. The stuff that's important to me are the things that are sacred. This was given to me by a woman who came to one of my retreats. She brought these sacred feathers with her, right? This rattle with Ishel on it is made by, and Brittany has one by the same man, by a beautiful Mayan man who puts his medicine into them. This painting was painted by a Mayan artist and has all the different medicines of the moon and the tree of life, and of course the jaguar medicine, which is important to me, in it. This Isis statue was brought to me by Joan of Angels. She bought it in Egypt, took it to all of the activations and ceremonies, put it on the altar in different temples in Egypt, and then brought it to Greece. When I went to Greece, she came to my Greece retreat, and then we took it everywhere we went in Greece, and it sat on altars there. It is infused with sacred energy. I do that. You can bring your things to these retreats and have them infused. You can bring a nut or a twig or a stone from this place back home. You can have different things with you that will be, whether they're things you wear, like my obsidian, I will bring all kinds of, you can pre-order, already have a pre-order from Susan for the handmade copal and the other things that I bring. That's fine. And then Diana's, if whatever you don't want, Diana's going to put in her store. We are going to visit her store, which is called Bloom. So only 15 minutes from the house. So we'll take a little pilgrimage over there one day to see all of her beauty. She's going to have a whole area set up just for the things. And I'm writing a book right now of the three secret treasures of the Maya: cacao, copal, and obsidian, and how to use them in ritual. Very simple. There's right here is Grandmother Ishmukene, who's my life guide, who lives in the heart of the earth, and Mother Moon, the rabbit. This is a replica made by a beautiful Mayan woman who lives in the jungle. We visited her shop, and she makes these replicas of authentic things and sells them to museum shops and galleries around the world. This was a gift from Christian at one of the ceremonies he did for us. It is a Mayan angel, kind of, you could call it. She has wings and stuff. This is a sacred jaguar made out of the moon. All of my things have been to ceremony that are very powerful to me. They aren't necessarily expensive or fancy or have a lot of value to other people. They have medicine in them. And that's what is important, is to find the things that feed you and your environment, that feed you and lift you up. Are you connecting to your wisdom keepers of your lineage, or you as a wisdom keeper? Are you connecting to your ancient wisdom in your lineages, or are you struggling and trying to strive and seek and achieve in the modern world from a way that only causes stress and lack and survival? We are not going to be able to achieve the way that we've done. And even if you see other people, well, they worked 80 hours a week and they didn't see their family and they're kind of a jerk and they don't have really very spiritual values and they have a lot of money. That isn't proof that you have to be a greedy asshole to make money, or that you have to work 80 hours a week, because believe me, that will come back and bite their ass. I'm not cursing anybody. I'm saying divine law. So we must heal ourselves, our minds, our emotions, our lineage, the land. We must heal our connection to the truth and the wisdom that is already here for us, and then carry that healing, centered, calm, peaceful lineage. Operate out of theta brain, Then we speak to the universe when we visualize, when we say a blessing, when we ask to be shown the way, when we ask for harmony, when we ask for blessings of finances and family harmony and healing for our body. The universe can't hear us when we're begging, when we're pleading, when we're angry, or when we're going, oh my God, oh my gosh. We have to use the laws of the universe. And this is where my personal training in this life and others has risen to the point now that they have opened the doors for me a few weeks ago to have a powerful release of all the doubt. And it was a lot. And all the fear and all the beliefs I've had about myself not being good enough and having to achieve and chase and never having enough, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It doesn't matter where you are. You are blessed in every moment with opportunities. And if you could come into the center, stop believing, oh, I don't need much. I shouldn't have much. I'm not going to ask for much. I don't know where it's going to come from. I'm too busy. I'm weak. I don't have time. Excuse-itis. It's a disease of failure. It's the way we were taught. Hold back, don't do it, you can't have it, maybe one day, don't expect too much, who do you think you are? Let it all go. It's all going to fall off of you like a big cloak, and you're going to rise like the incredible, magnificent light being that you came here to be. It's all inside of you. It's hiding there. And the radiant field of me and the land and Heather and Daniela and Diana, this is waiting to welcome you. When you go into a room with someone with absolute certainty, if you've ever had the opportunity to be with a true wisdom keeper, not an egotistical guru or somebody proclaiming that they're enlightened when they really just went out and took a bunch of ayahuasca or something. I'm not against plant medicine, but I can tell you one thing. If you're chasing it as the solution, it damages your brain. And it can give you it stimulates, so a little bit of it can open you up to these experiences so you can touch and you can taste it. But sustained things, it damages your pineal. It damages the glands inside of you that are your connection to source. And then it's harder for you to reach these higher states of consciousness, for you to walk in peace aligned, knowing that in every moment, whatever I require is there. This isn't just a cute saying, it's truth. Okay, nobody's talking. All right. Well, let's go ahead and have a blessing now. Let's see. Let's go back and find a beautiful picture. I like interaction, you guys. Speak to me. Speak to me. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. There it is. Okay. I do have something else for you. I'm so excited. Okay. Watch this. This is a video. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but you can see it. And it really isn't about the sound, although I do have my sound all the way up. So you should be able to hear. This is a video of the house. And so my client, Calvin, if you were in the Ancestor Magic with him, or if you're in the Create Reality, he's in both of those. And he's an amazing being. He is creating his own platform of AI to be a conscious AI and transformational experiences. He is the one that is gifting us this house at an extremely beautiful discount. And he's very, very happy that we're going to become the first retreat to use this space and to bless the land and to bring in Heather and all of us to bless the land. So he shared this with me, and I'm going to do this, and we'll go ahead and start. Thank you. Um, so I got very emotional watching that because of what we're creating. We've truly already created this. It's already happened. You've already been there. I feel so grateful for what we're doing. And we've redesigned the house. It's not available on Airbnb anymore. He's not renting it ever again to families. So the only way you can access this is through a retreat. We are going to be moving the beds around. You're not going to have to sleep on the top of a bunk bed. So don't worry about that. Very nice, right? Beautiful. And so I'm not sure if you got to hear the beautiful music, but you got to have a little bit, a taste of where we will be. Okay. All right. So I'm so moved by what I do. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful. And is everything perfect in my life? No, but I can be grateful and happy and so blessed and know that this divine moment is full of everything I could possibly ever need. And it is for you also. So let me just see what would be a beautiful thing for us to connect to. I do love this beautiful thing, but I think it's this one here. So I'm going to move that. Wow. Okay. I'm receiving a download. Holy cow. Whew. Okay. Give me a minute. I have a huge frequency coming into my left ear. Thank you. Okay. So take a deep breath in. Allow yourself to relax, let go of everything going on in your life and what you're doing next in a few moments after this. So the Divine Mother has just downloaded an incredible frequency into my brain and into my left ear, and says that the sacred waters of this healing cocoon are now ready. They're willing and they're open. You can shut your eyes when you're ready. I'm going to leave this picture up. You can look at it and feel it. You can receive the frequencies from the water dragons. They were so insistent that I talked to them. All of the sacred feminine, sacred water energies and goddesses and nymphs and the ancient sacred water codes that this is carried from through time. The land, the sand, that there's crystals in sand, remember? Very high vibration. The ancestors, the trees, everything. It's here for you, and it is here to bless us. Thank you. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Draw in the energies of this sacred place. Everything we've spoken about, we call to Heather Clear Wind. We call to the land, the trees, the waters, the ancestors. Bring it in through your body, your nose. Bless your brain and let it come down. As you let it go, release it into your cells, your muscles, your back, and down through all of your chakras. Let it cleanse, clear, heal, and realign you with the truth of who you are, what you are here to be, the gifts you brought to this time and this place, the memories and lives, the wisdom and the powers, the traumas and the lineages. Let them all rise now. We give great thanks for this sacred space, this sacred opportunity to come together. To all of the elements, all of those who have opened their doors, their hearts, and their wisdom, and are willing to offer these gifts to us in a sacred healing cocoon. We draw ourselves through time and space to this sacred place as we stand here on the shores of Kawaja Lake. Feel your feet in the sand, the crystals within it vibrating. Deep, deep beneath you, the waters, the roots, all of the insects, all of the energies and the crystals, the rocks and the deep artesian waters. Deeper and deeper, you feel yourself connecting to the Great Mother, and to the land, to the grids of this area that are asking you to come forward, to not only receive blessings, because when you go somewhere of grid work with the intention and the knowing, you bring gifts, you bring key codes, and you bring ancient packets of divine medicine, like medicine bundles in your DNA, that is a gift for the grids of your body, of the earth, and through time to all who have been here, all who will come, and all who you know and touch with your life. Deeper and deeper, feel yourself with a solid foundation of love and light. Rising from the crystals, the sand, the earth, all the trees surrounding you, the beauty of the sacred house and the land that is called for us to come, that has conjured in and of herself this sacred experience. We were called by her to create this. This was already planted into time and space. And we are the ones who heard the call. We are the ones who are waking up from our poverty, from our weakness, from our lack, from our waiting, from our busyness, from our diseases, from our discomfort, from our hesitations. We are the ones that heard the call of this land, and we are the ones that are listening. We are the ones who've said yes, and the vibrations moving through your DNA in the body, the sacred fire and lightning, Koyopa, Kundalini in your blood, the lineages of this indigenous land and all of those that you carry, the energies of all lives you've lived that hold the requirement of this healing, this light, these elementals, and the powerful experience that will open and happen on and in this land, in our bodies, in our minds, that will reverberate like a volcano through our emotional fields, shaking and breaking down all that has held this path and past of pain and fear and prejudice, persecution, parents' patterns. It is all now shaking and breaking with the softness of the breath of Heather Clear Wind and the breath of life and the soft winds coming across this lake, picking up the energies of the waters and the water dragons, picking up the ancient memories in the codes, blowing through the trees and gathering the wisdom of the indigenous loving beings and the tree, the leaves, the devas, the wisdom of these standing people, the roots, picking up the grasses. Now we call to the crystals in the land and the sand, in our bodies and in our pineal. We call, and we call to the sacred fire, the sacred fires that we will have at this retreat. We go there now through time and space. We go to the sacred Mayan fire ceremony to activate the lineages of ancient wisdom, of star wisdom, of gratitude, of respect, and eternal memories and medicine that we are Maya, that we are here, that we are prophetesses of what's to come. And we loose our lineages, our wisdom, and allow this to flow now through our minds, through those barriers and those walls and those fortresses and those locks and those prisons and those shackles that have held our brilliance, our mind, our divine mind, and our infinite connection to that divine mind. This whispers, the fires wish through us like a forest fire, burning away the illusion, burning what no longer holds the blessings that we came here to receive and give, the wisdom that we came here, but we have hidden and been afraid of. It whooshes away and allows to be freed and never come back again. The old patterns that we were taught, that we were conditioned, that we were threatened with, they break down now. The fire moves through the brain, burning the old neural pathways down and creating a new, clear, sacred space to build a new world, a new life, to receive new blessings, new wisdom, to rise higher and higher and higher with the divine wisdom. We call to the sacred fire, the sacred phoenix. We call to the cocoon that we will be in to allow us to melt, to dissolve all the thoughts, mindsets, and beliefs that said we weren't enough, we don't have enough, there isn't enough. It all is released from us now, and it winds down through our ancestors and our DNA, the DNA in the emotional field and the aura. The DNA in our bodies, in our minds, in our Buddhic body, our causal body, out through our light body, step by step, pattern by pattern, moving through the pattern and the leaves and the petals of the flower of life that is all around us and within us. It now dissolves. It burns away. Instantly, the violet flame comes in now, the sacred fire, the violet light of fire, Kuan Yin and all forms of the Divine Mother who hold us in compassion, who hold us no matter what is happening, who love us no matter what, who never judge us. And it is infused within our soul, within our liquids, within us. Now we call to the sacred waters. Come forth, sacred waters of this land. Come forth, sacred waters in the deep wells of this land. Come forth in our sacred wisdom of our blood, our cerebral spinal fluid, our lymph, the 70-80% of water that is living in our bodies, that pumps through our veins, that feeds us. Come forth now, the magic of the Divine Mother, the wisdom and love, the infinite love, the unconditional love that never, ever is exhausted, the inexhaustible treasure of riches, the deep well of divine love, the never-ending love and joy and beauty and wealth and health and power and relationships that I carry inside of me. I come forth fires, come forth waters, come forth crystals, come forth land, come forth trees, come forth ancestors, come forth the drum. Come forth, Heather Clearwind. Come forth, Daniela. Come forth, Nana Kasha. Come forth, Diana. Come forth, Calvin. Come forth, you. Put your name in now. Throw your name in here. Be in this circle. Step forward. Declare your truth. Declare that you are now powerful. You are supported. You have infinite potential, and nothing is withheld from you. Not now, not ever, never again will I play poor, weak. I am not a victim. No one is a victim. I deny that truth. I cancel that truth, and I erase everything I have ever agreed to in any life, any vow, any contract, any declaration, any agreement. I no longer decide to play that game. I am the light that I came to be. I am the infinite. Come forth, sun. Come forth, waters of Niagara and rainbows and butterflies. Come forth with your powerful medicine. I command now, with the power of the divine within me, to be the one that receives and carries this medicine from this moment forward. I am not weak. I am not less than. I do not play that game, and I refuse to see and agree that anyone is that way. Come forth, Niagara, the power, the rumble, the waterfalls, the energy, the ions. Nothing can keep me in the slave. Nothing can keep me condemned. Nothing can keep me in craving. I release the beta. I refuse to live as a slave from my brain anymore. I rise higher and higher in the ions and the waters and the lakes and the wind and everything. And the crystals, they are here. They raise my frequency, and I rise into alpha and to theta and into the brain wave of the divine. I am infinite, and I'm connected through a pillar of light. I am the trunk of the sacred tree of life. I am connected to Father Sky and Mother Earth, to the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth. I am the divine connection. I let my roots go deeper and deeper and deeper, and in harmonious balance, just like the trees. I expand now. I am safe. I am supported. I have the foundation within me, and I never again will deny it. I never again will speak against myself, and I will never again to agree to anyone else who speaks lack, victimhood, limitation, or fear. Their truth is their truth. I release them. They can go their way. I live here, and I reach higher and higher. I sprout, I expand, I grow flowers, I grow fruits, and I spread the seeds of this beautiful living, this life, this divine abundance, this never-ending, inexhaustible supply within me. It feeds me in every moment. I now acknowledge it. I love it. I thank it. In this moment, this is my truth. And from this moment forward, this is who I am. This is how I act, what I do, and nothing outside of me has power over me. I am protected. I am loved. I am divinely fed in every moment. An infinite flow, an infinite source, like the waters of this land, forever providing never-ending ancient waters of feeding and nourishing my soul, my body, my mind, my creativity, and my purpose. Drink in now. This declaration, this power, these elements, they've come forth just for you. And then release them through your body, your cell, your mind, through your chakras. Radiate them into your auric field and into your mind and your emotions. Let them radiate from you into the land, the chair, the phone, the computer, everything in your life. I am the creator, and I never deny it again. I step forward. I follow my truth and my path. I let the universe unravel and show me there is a way for me to be here to do that which calls my soul and my heart. It would not call my soul and my heart if there wasn't a way, and it is done. It is already done. And the path unfolds for me. I do not have to figure out how. I now embody that this is my truth and watch with wonder and delight and curiosity and peace and harmony and inspiration and understanding and joy and gratitude as my life unfolds and unravels in front of me. I see it, I hear it, I feel it, and I speak it. I reclaim that I am the medicine woman, that I am the medicine man, And I came here now at this time with a great medicine bundle within me. And I now accept it. I let it open to me, infuse me. I dream with it. I choose in every moment with it. And it does, and it will, and it already has cleared my path to bliss, joy, peace, and love. Feel how radiant you are. Feel the vibration around you. And now expand your awareness out you. You notice that everything is within you. Your field is enormous. The world is inside of it. Your family, your bank account, friends, everything is inside of you. There is nothing outside of you, not even source, not even Mother, Father, God. And now holding you all around you is the embrace of the angels, of the elementals, of your spirit animal, the ancestors, the drumbeat, the sun, and the divine mother. This is truth. Nothing else is. Everything else is illusion. Give your power, attention, and energy to this, and you will create the life. You will bless everyone, and you will heal the earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. We give great thanks for this gathering, for this sacred land, for Heather Clearwind and Daniela, for Calvin, for Diana, for me, for you and all those who've been called, all those who've decided to come, and all those who are hearing this call now, who know that within this is the path. We ask that we all take these blessings and walk forward in our day, speaking blessings, radiating blessings, blessing everyone and everything without judgment, and allowing the infinite, inexhaustible resources that are within us all, like the sacred, eternal spring of light and life. This is truth. This is, I declare it. So be it. So it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. This bowl is the heart chakra. Everything we've just experienced and declared is now sinking into your heart chakra and offering you an entirely new way of living, feeling, and seeing. Your truth is here now. There is nothing that can hold you back. I invite you to join me, Heather Clearwater, and all these sacred energies and elementals in June. Please check this out if you feel called, and make sure that you watch out if your first thought is, oh, it sounds great, but I can't. Because if this is your pattern and your habit, then you are doing that with every opportunity that is around you. And whether you come or not, I don't judge you. I have no intention of bullying you or pushing you. I'm not interested for anyone to come who is not aligned. And I have already turned people away who are not coming for the right reasons, because the most important thing is that we gather in this space together. You are not too damaged. You are not poor. You are not over obligated. You are not too weak. Anything you perceive is most likely an excuse that is keeping you safe, but it isn't. It's a pattern that is keeping you stuck, keeping you okay, keeping you in the familiar despite the craving and the wisdom that is rising in your heart, calling you to the next level of your light and your life. From this moment forward, I will no longer weakly stand on the sidelines and hope that somebody signs up for what I do. I'm going to declare to you with the power you can feel from this and every show I've done recently. You probably can tell I'm not the same. I don't carry the doubt. I no longer walk with any energy left that I'm not good enough, that this isn't true. What if it fails? It's all dead. It all died. It all burned down. And I am rising like the phoenix, and I'm finding my way. And it doesn't mean that when you do this, you'll suddenly be happy every day and the money shows up and your best friend shows up and the offers for your perfect job show up. They're there, but this is a choice and it has to be made in every moment until we have this kind of breakthrough. The quantum leap does not come, the door does not open until you choose again and again, until you declare boldly, not weakly, not begging, not using your trauma and your weakness as some kind of ticket to get into bliss, happiness, peace, and wealth. That isn't the ticket, and it won't get you there. And I'm telling you the truth. The universe already has it. It's there for you. Your planet is yours to create. It doesn't matter what you've created up to this moment. Don't waste your time judging yourself, feeling bad, feeling angry, feeling guilty. Do get mad, but use it for 2 minutes to say, I'm not doing that anymore. And scream and yell whatever you want to do. Don't hurt others and don't blame others and don't dump that shit on anyone. It isn't anyone else because they are a mirror. If you yell at the mirror, it's not going to change the reflection. Go inside. Every single thing I'm gifting you from my classes and these shows, from these opportunities to come together in person, will offer you a place between the worlds, outside of time, where you will have the opportunity to shift, to realize, to awaken, to heal, whatever it is that you desire right now. The answer is waiting for you. Speak it into being. Join my class if you want to. We're going to take people for another week. We only have one class per week. If you join today, you'll get yesterday's. I'm adding to it. We have a group already that's interacting really beautifully. You'll have a spiritual community, and reach out to me if there's anything else I can do to serve you and support you. I am unequivocally living my path. I am releasing my power. And there's a level that many people won't like, because there's a lot of people who are playing the game of weakness and feeding trauma and agreeing to victimhood and talking about, oh, don't give all of your energy away. I have to realize that I've been doing everything for everyone else and I'm going to give you permission. Well, yeah, okay. You can go in there and you can say, wow, I've been giving everything to everyone else. I don't want to do that anymore. But then don't go wallow in it and find a whole bunch of other people who want to pet you and want to agree to your victimhood and want to do that. Find people who will hold you. Yes, in softness. Yes, in love. Yes, in healing. We all deserve compassion and no judgment. But do not agree to be with people who want to agree to your weakness. If you're an empath, you are powerful beyond belief. You are here now to take those powers and not be weakened by them. I'm a sensitive, believe me. I leave places, I leave restaurants. And now I've decided I radiate stronger light than anyone else. My weakness is not a weakness. It is actually my power. I confront it. I walk into it. I love it. I heal it. Declare for yourself that your truth, your beauty, your wealth, and your health is already done, and it's waiting for you. And now you are ready to see it. And do not stop repeating this truth until it manifests to your eyes, your senses, and your touch. Thank you. Excited. Very nice. Hey, God, Kuda, old ages, Anan, Shaman, Ruze, Yaga, something, something. Okay. Thank you. All right, everybody. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Let me know how I can serve you. Let me know how I can lift you up. Let me know if this had an impact on you. If you got something from it, I like to hear the feedback. Put comments below, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The community is growing and I can see it. I've been given the vision. We are going to become a global community of great power and great light. And we do that by coming together like this, coming together in the classes, coming together in community, and coming together through our sacred experiences. So while you move into your day, know that I'm with you. Like some of my clients at Brittany know, I travel to you. I come to your house in my spirit body. In whatever way your spirit body calls. I don't do it from my mind. Oh, I'm going to go over there and do that. I don't do anything from my big old brain and my logical mind. I do it all as a clear channel for the divine, for the highest good of all. And that's unequivocal. It is not an option. It is the primary rule of my life. And I have lived by it, regardless of whether I've seen the results that I want, regardless of whether I get everything in every moment that I want. It is not what you see around you. Do not wait to see what you want before you're willing to believe it, to declare it, to live in it, to feel it. You have to do that first, or it will never appear. Stop being a victim. Stop being weak. Stop agreeing that you have anything that has power over you. And definitely stop agreeing that anyone else, including some big God outside of you judging you, or some ancestral or religious belief that you are unsavable, or anything that is confusing you, that money is evil, and if you have it, you'll be a bad person, or you're taking from other people, or you shouldn't be happy if other people aren't happy. This is all bullshit, illusion that we've been told and conditioned, and it has been a manipulated experience, and it's okay. We don't have to go hunt people down and blame them. We have to solely take care of ourselves. Reclaim your power. It's in your words, your thoughts, and your feelings. And it's definitely in your choices. Will you choose this? Will you choose something else that's hovering in your life that you know this could be it? This is it. I know I want to do it. Or are you playing in that lack field and being the person you were told you were? You get to decide. You have the power. You have the choice. And inside of you is an infinite storehouse of inexhaustible riches, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, energy, creativity, support, everything inexhaustible. That means it is renewable. It is the same today, tomorrow, in 5 minutes. If you make $6 million today, that $6 million will be there for you tomorrow again to make. Whatever pathway is here, it is here to support you. And I'm here to tell you that you are meant to be rich. It is your duty to be rich, spiritually, financially, in relationships, in your environment. That's the agreement we made with the divine. And the divine is waiting for us to wake up, to declare it, to receive it, to drink it in, to embody it, to imbue it, to radiate it, to gift it, to bless it, and to get into that flow. Activate your divine light, the koiopa, the lightning in your blood, and free your ancestors, free everyone on the planet, and become the source of light and love. I love you. In la catch, alakin. I am another you. You are another me. We are divine. We are rich. We are powerful. We are whole. We are healed. Already it is done. Namaste. It was so fucking powerful. I do rock, and so do you. And it was fucking powerful. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Let's go make a new world together. I love you. Bye.